take his properties, including this apartment behind me. Aaron?
Damn, Floyd Mayweather, Money Mayweather. Why they got you up under the gun again on $25 million in taxes? Hey man, you know, stuff about to get real for you, Floyd, man.
Hey, Money Mayweather, Floyd, don't think you gonna surprise me with that big tractor trailer with all them cars on it. I done seen your cars. I done seen them.
Floyd Mayweather is reportedly in a state of panic after his assets were frozen in connection with a $42 million fraud allegation. The boxing legend maintains that he's fully paid his taxes and attributes the controversy to a biased media narrative. Mayweather has denied all allegations, insisting the situation has been exaggerated and driven by misleading reports.
Especially when it comes to the media in this country. While everyone is counting my money and assuming the worst, these are the facts. Uncle Sam received $26 million from me in 2015. What else could they possibly want? I'm sure I would have been notified much sooner if there were any real discrepancies, right? Bottom line, everybody just wants to be part of the Money May show, including the IRS. That's fine. You can crunch numbers all day, but in the end, my empire is rock solid and intact. Now calculate that. Hashtag TMT, hashtag Floyd Mayweather.
Rick Ross, the rapper and entrepreneur, recently took a swipe at Floyd Mayweather, mocking the boxing icon for no longer flaunting his luxury car collection as he once did. Ross highlighted the noticeable absence of Mayweather's once frequent displays of wealth, subtly pointing to a possible shift in his financial standing. The comment serves as a critique of Mayweather's current lifestyle, suggesting that his trademark extravagance has tapered off amid mounting financial pressures. Reports indicate that Mayweather's lavish spending habits, particularly on luxury cars, watches, and real estate, may have caught up with him, especially as he reportedly failed to factor in the significant tax obligations tied to these purchases. This oversight has allegedly left Mayweather in a difficult position with tax authorities, revealing how his relentless focus on maintaining a flashy public image may have overshadowed the practical financial responsibilities such a lifestyle demands.
Floyd Mayweather is about to pay $2 billion to purchase a sports team and may never have to pay taxes again. The tax code offers the super wealthy so many methods to erase their income through deductions, and none is better than purchasing a sports team. Buying a sports team is like buying a unicorn real estate property. The value is always going to go up, the owner is going to make money, but on their tax return, they're going to use a strategy to report that they're losing money. See, the owner is actually allowed to write off the entire cost of the sports team against future income. This will allow Floyd to pay less in taxes. It's called amortization, which is very similar to depreciation. But if Floyd ever decides to sell the team, then the taxes will be owed. Who cares then? Because the taxes he was supposed to pay during those years, he's going to take that money, reinvest it for personal profits. See you, Floyd. Hit your boy up if you need help with taxes. My name is Duke, and I make taxes very easy to understand. Give me a follow to stay educated.
After reports surfaced about Floyd Mayweather's financial troubles, he responded by revealing that he had paid $26 million to the IRS. While the move appeared to be an effort to set the record straight, it only sparked further controversy. Some critics questioned whether the payment was enough, while others speculated that the amount might not represent the full scope of his tax obligations.
He replies to them by showing on Instagram $26 million, a payment he made to the IRS. By the way, nothing makes your tax payment look shadier than when you're just holding up cash.
Right.
That's not a good look for the IRS. But he showed his actual, $26 million. They're just paying. Like, I don't know why, like, he's mad at the media. It's like, oh, you guys are making things up. No, it's leaked that you asked to pay after this fight. Like, you make all this money. If I was Mayweather, not only would I pay them on time, the IRS, I'd tip them. I'd be like, hey, here's what I owe you. Here's a little bit. Get your woman something nice, all right? How was Christmas for your kids? Oh, you Jewish convert just for this Christmas. You take care of them.
Floyd Mayweather's financial woes have deepened due to mounting debts, including over $33 million owed to boxer Gervonta Davis and another unresolved obligation in Dubai. These issues were further magnified by his recent acquisition of a $42 million asset, sparking renewed scrutiny of his spending habits. Critics argue that such lavish purchases, despite his significant debts, reflect poor financial judgment and a lack of foresight.
Damn, Floyd Mayweather, Money Mayweather. Why they got you up under the gun again on $25 million in taxes? hey man, you know, stuff about to get real for you, Floyd, man, because you already owe Javante Davis $33 million that you ain't paid him. Do anybody find this strange that your boy Floyd is on all the IRS money, on Dubai money, on Javante Davis money, but yet we have all this stuff, all that flash that y'all see, but y'all realize, man, he get a lot of that stuff free. Now, guys, I'm not hating because that is my favorite boxer, man. And like I said, I'm born and raised in Las Vegas, and I love his grind. He's a hell of a fighter, but man, hey man, let the chips fall where they may, man. Everybody can get it on my channel. I'm just putting out that news, man, like the feds is putting it out there, because the feds is all in that man business right there, man. How you want all these millions? But man, stay tuned for that next video.
According to reports from Mayweather's business associates, he consistently outspends his monthly income. His extravagant lifestyle, marked by a passion for luxury cars, private jets, and opulent real estate, has reportedly taken a toll on his finances. Insiders say Mayweather has a reputation for overlooking his tax responsibilities while indulging in his wealth.
Look, man, you know, we both made some real money, but you know, you start burning through, you make $2-3 million a year, you burning through $100,000 a month. You ain't really got that much money.
He probably spending way more than that.
No, I'm talking regular dudes. Say we make $3 million, we burning through $100,000 a month. We really don't got no paper like that saved up.
Fact.
So even if he's making $100 million, if he's burning through $5, $6, $7 million a month, you still got taxes, you still got responsibilities. So I don't know nobody's bag, but you know, me and you, we real. We never count nobody's paper. So
not at all.
I hope he got $10 billion, and I hope he get out of his problem.
That's a fact, because you would figure he should be able to just cash him out. Like whatever the tab is, you know, he should be able to wire that.
Yeah, I think he could do that with no problem. I think he got all the money in the world. I think they may not want it.
Floyd Mayweather has frequently made bold claims about his income, including a statement that he earns $3 million per month, more than tech billionaire Bill Gates. However, financial experts have largely dismissed these assertions as unrealistic and exaggerated.
And Floyd Mayweather says he makes $300 million a month, which is $3.6 billion a year. He makes more money than Jeff Bezos, Bill Gates, all of those guys. So I say all that to say this. The money that Canelo was looking for, you know, they can easily come up with that money Floyd Mayweather got.
Well, listen, let me put it this way to you. If he makes, what did he say, $300 million a month?
Yes, sir.
Okay, I'm 6'4" and 240. And I know I'm 5'8" and a half and 240. So there you go. There's no way. If he makes $3 million a month on his investments, that's a lot. $36 million a year. That's a lot. So I know guys that are worth, $500-600 million, plenty of them, and they don't make $36 million a year, let alone $300 million a month. So there you go.
In the span of a single week, Floyd Mayweather reportedly spent $5 million on new buildings and a private jet. The extravagant spending quickly drew scrutiny, raising questions about his financial stability and bringing renewed attention to his ongoing tax issues. While these lavish purchases may be part of maintaining his public persona, they've also sparked growing concern about the long-term health of his finances.
In 1996, a con man bought the New York Islanders with fake documents and a fax machine. This is the story of one of the craziest scams in sports history. It all starts with this guy, John Spano Jr. He ran a company called Bison Group in Dallas, Texas. They leased and financed equipment, nothing major, but he was the type of guy to make it seem like they were managing hundreds of millions of dollars. In reality, he was worth less than $5 million, but John always dreamed of being a billionaire, and his way to become one was own a sports team. So in 1995, he positioned himself as a local wealthy businessman and approached the Dallas Stars ownership group as a new potential buyer. The Stars did some basic due diligence and found out that he really didn't have as much money as he was claiming, and then they just dismissed him. So then John tries again, but this time he chooses a brand new franchise, the Florida Panthers, and he actually almost bought the Panthers. But after the owners asked for more thorough financials, the deal fell through. Which brings us to 1996 and the New York Islanders. The owner at the time, John Pickett, was desperate to move the team. He bought the team during a dynasty where they won 4 Stanley Cups in a row during the early 80s. Since then, the team was on a steep decline, losing millions a year. In the early 90s, Pickett tried to sell the team, but every time it fell through. Then out of nowhere, here comes the mysterious business tycoon, John Spano, here to save the franchise. And this time Spano came prepared with fake financial documents, phony businesses and forged letters of credit to look legit. He said all the right things, he looked the part, and Pickett was so desperate to sell the team, he did for $165 million. And with no one really looking too deep into it, even the NHL approved him. The wild part is, he was given full control of the team without even making a payment. For 4 months, Spano acted as a legit owner, sat in on GM meetings, signed players, traded players, and even took interviews as the owner. However, the lies did catch up to him. Spano misses his first payment and he blames it on the bank. Then he misses a second payment and now everyone starts digging into his life. Turns out he didn't have any money at all. All of his bank statements were fake, and even his financial advisors were just his friends pretending. Once the truth broke, the whole deal was void. Spano was later arrested and sentenced 71 months in federal prison. Now, something like this would never happen today, but it is pretty wild that Spano owned an NHL team for 4 months with no money.
Floyd Mayweather's recent purchase of multiple buildings in New York City has sparked widespread speculation. Many are questioning the timing of these acquisitions, particularly as he faces ongoing financial challenges. The move has left observers wondering why he would make such significant investments at this stage in his career.
Yes, Floyd Mayweather has reportedly acquired 62 buildings in Upper Manhattan, spending approximately $402 million. This substantial investment was made through his real estate firm, Vada Properties, and is intended to expand his portfolio in New York City real estate market. Mayweather has expressed that this purchase holds significant personal meaning, reflecting his humble beginnings and desire to provide affordable housing options. He stated, "Growing up, I used to dream about owning just one home by myself. When you work hard, you can achieve anything." However, it's important to note that while Mayweather has announced this acquisition, some reports suggest that property records do not yet confirm the transfer of ownership. Experts speculate that he may have acquired a minority stake with options for future expansion rather than full ownership of all 62 buildings outright. In summary, Floyd Mayweather has publicly claimed to purchase 62 buildings in Upper Manhattan for $402 million, aiming to enhance affordable housing in the area. While these claims have been widely reported, the exact details and confirmation of ownership are still subject to verification. So even ChatGPT is saying like that's not official. Whether Mayweather is saying it or not, ChatGPT is saying it's not official. That deal has not gone through.
Floyd Mayweather has publicly claimed to have purchased multiple buildings in New York City. However, investigations suggest these statements may be overstated. Reports indicate that instead of full ownership, he may only hold partial stakes in some of the properties.
What's the point of buying 62 buildings? You buy a couple...
I'm not 62 units, I think, right?
No, 62 units could be one building.
Yeah, it could be.
They got buildings with 90 units and 100
true.
and some units.
He has 62 multi-family units. That's what it says. So that's 62 buildings. Like you just said, it's probably
so
62
think about
buildings.
it.
Yeah.
If he has that, some of the buildings might not be in the best condition.
Right.
So knock it down and build, or knock, if they're side by side, knock both of them down. Don't renew rents, let them move out, and then build a skyscraper.
Or if he makes commercial properties out of some of them.
That's what I'm saying.
Mayweather's habit of exaggerating his wealth has only fueled growing skepticism about his business practices. In keeping with his flair for dramatic displays, he was recently spotted riding in an armored tank during a trip to Mexico. The over-the-top stunt drew widespread attention and reinforced his reputation as someone more invested in showmanship than financial substance.
Viva Mexico! See you now.
Floyd Mayweather is famous for his vast collection of luxury vehicles, regularly showcasing his latest acquisitions on social media. From high-end cars to private jets, his lifestyle revolves around flaunting his wealth and opulence.
When you're the best, you only deal with the best. So today, I purchased 3 vehicles. Give them the breakdown, Chadwick. Give them the
2025 Cadillac Escalade V ESV. It's a supercharged motor version. But the best car we purchased is...
And what about this? I bought this today.
Brand new 2025
Matte Blue G63 AMG. And let's walk down here. Check this out. Come. My new toy. Give me a breakdown.
This is a Bugatti Chiron Pure Sport. This is the most rare of all the Chirons ever produced. One of 60. This is a one-of-one spec. All of the whole body is carbon fiber exposed in blue, and it's been painted. You can see there's blue exposed carbon as you.
Floyd Mayweather's love for luxury extends beyond cars and jets to an impressive collection of high-end watches. He often shares photos of his vast watch collection, further cementing his image as someone who thrives on displaying his wealth and extravagance.
I need you guys to watch me talk about my watches. Right here, I got 3 cases, and they're all full of watches. So when I travel, I like to take, if I'm going for 45 days, I like to take 45 watches with me. I like to have options. So everybody's always asking me, what's your favorite watch? Well, one of my favorite watch brands is Avi & Co. As you can see right here, I got this a few months back, and it's one of my favorite watches. One of the best brands in the world. That's just my personal opinion. I like the brand so much, I went and bought another watch just yesterday, Avi & Co. As you can see, Avi & Co. Now, let's talk about watches, let's talk about jewelry, let's talk about a few things. I need you guys to watch me talk about my watches. So we'll set this to the side. Now, we want to give the people an appetizer, or something like it. So we give you 2 appetizers, then we give you a main course. Just a few watches that I got while I travel. So check this out. We're gonna go here first. And of course the company is Avi & Co. Crazy company. Now I need you guys to come closer and check this out. So let me come give you guys a breakdown.
Floyd Mayweather's business practices have often come under fire for prioritizing profit over ethics. His willingness to engage in ventures without regard for their legality or morality has raised concerns about his financial integrity. These controversial decisions have fueled skepticism about his ability to manage wealth responsibly. Critics argue that Mayweather's constant flaunting of his wealth may be more of a financial burden than a symbol of success, suggesting that his obsession with showcasing his extravagant lifestyle risks defining him solely by his fortune.
Yeah. I think it was like a $5 or $8 million 5-fight deal or something like that. I have to check the numbers, but he turned that down to start his own promotion. And when he was with HBO, he worked out that deal to do the 24/7, where you can see the behind the scenes. That was right around the time when reality TV was getting big. So you didn't have social media then. People began to build and know Floyd off of the 24/7. I can tell you right now, my wife even became a boxing fan from watching the 24/7s. So the timing of him becoming his own boss, which you're going to make the majority.
Floyd Mayweather's past is marked by legal issues, many of which are tied to financial troubles. He has served time in jail, and his relationship with the law has often been turbulent. Despite his vast wealth, Mayweather has openly discussed how his fame and fortune have come at the expense of his personal freedom. His financial history is also plagued by allegations of scams and questionable business dealings. One such incident involved claims that he scammed individuals or failed to pay taxes on his earnings. Another scandal saw Mayweather reportedly being held hostage in Dubai over unpaid debts related to luxurious jewelry.
But it turns out that the rumors are true, and Floyd Mayweather has been trapped in Dubai for the last 50 days. Gervonta Davis was the first to claim it. Now multiple insider sources have confirmed that he is in fact trapped in Dubai for a debt that has nothing to do with boxing. After doing a little digging, it seems that someone in his camp, while he was shopping for jewelry in Dubai, stole one of the pieces, got away with it, and then blocked all communication with Mayweather. Since then, Floyd has already paid for the jewelry, but they refuse to let him go until they get their piece back. And allegedly, this guy right here is the thief that started this whole mess.
Public perception of Mayweather's financial practices remains clouded by his past actions. Although he often touts himself as a successful businessman, many perceive him as someone who favors quick, short-term profits over sustainable, long-term growth. His financial decisions, especially those involving friends, partners, and fans, give the impression that his wealth may be driven more by spectacle than sound financial strategy. As controversies and legal challenges continue to surface, it appears that Mayweather's reputation as a financial success is slowly deteriorating in the public eye.
50, aka Ferrari F50. So 50's obviously going to take any chance that he can to troll Floyd Mayweather. And I don't know how accurate or true this is. 50 said it was true and then removed it off his Instagram like he sometimes does. He'll chime in on things and then remove it. But luckily for me, I know that he does that, so I screenshot everything that he posts. Just because, you know, he'll remove it and then it's hard to find it. I'm like, damn, it was up there. So just for like podcasts and just research purposes, I always screenshot them, have it on my phone. That way if it's removed, you know, it's like, hey, you know, he did post this. So what am I talking about? Let's go over this. 50 Cent has weighed in on a shocking claim in the ongoing spat between Floyd Mayweather and Gervonta Davis, saying he believes a belief that has allowed him to get in some digs of his own.
That's a wrap for today's video. Stay tuned for the next one.